Hello everyone, hi Sander, and welcome back to one of our SAP IBP release videos. Today we're tackling some features related to the 2308 release, so the release in August by SAP. I think we are going to look at a couple of features, four in total today, and we guide you through those and give you some more information. So I'm Robin from Flexo,
My name is Sander.
and we are both SAP supply chain experts within the IBP domain at Flexo, and we are tackling supply chain solutions. So let's take you through the features we will be highlighting today. So we will start off with a small introduction to the resetting changes in planning view functionality. We'll then take a look at ranged forecasting for the automated exponential smoothing model. Next up, we will take a look at a new operator within IBP related to cost and carbon rollup. And then to finish off today's presentation, we will take a look at the numerical outliers in master data machine learning functionality. So let's dive in with the first functionality. So we are going to take a look at resetting changes in planning views, something introduced by IBP, by SAP, because as we all know, lots of planners at our customers, they have a common task of reviewing data and also manually updating data in their planning views. Lots of these planning views are rather large and they have different kind of layouts one to another. And it is this common practice that planners might make small minor errors and that they may, for example, update wrong cells. Now, IBP supports us in this kind of cases in two kind of ways. So first of all, as something which is already available for quite some time, you can use with format. You can work with formatting in your planning views, which will highlight those cells which you have changed, that you can easily distinguish these changed cells. But also now, with this 2308 release, you will now be able to very easily and very quickly undo these recent unsaved key figure changes. So you no longer have to refresh your planning view, which takes quite some time as IBP again needs to fetch data from your database, but you can just quickly and easily revert the original data what was there with just one press of the button. How it looks in the planning view is as follows. So you see again at this formatting, the cells which are in blue, these cells have been changed recently. So now with this update, you can easily select either one cell or multiple cells at once. And with two presses of the button, you can easily change this data and you can revert it back to what was there originally.
That's a very nice quality of life improvement. Quick question though, is this available only in the Excel UI or also in the planner workspaces?
Yes, for now only in the Excel UI, and also as sort of indeed to notice, only available if you have upwards of the 2308 version of the Excel, and of course, as this feature only becomes available with this current release. So if these features want to be available to the users, I would recommend to update, of course, or release a new version within the company, this Excel add-in version.
All right.
So I would
Nice.
say maybe it might look like a minor improvement for SAP on the SAP side, but definitely towards the planners, it's definitely a quick and easy way, and it will save lots of time
Yeah.
and it will improve, of course, the user friendliness.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I'll give the floor to you, Sander, for the second topic.
Thank you. So for the second topic, specifically for the automated exponential smoothing forecast algorithm, and for this specific algorithm, SAP provides something called ranged forecasting. Basically, a user can calculate expected minimum and maximum forecast, and these prediction intervals are determined based on a confidence level. So these prediction intervals can help demand planner in planning their demand, especially when sales history is volatile. And we all know a better demand means that we can take faster decisions and we can improve the availability of our goods. As per usual, SAP provides a quite detailed and quite comprehensive video. And in this video is also a demo included. So if you're interested in this feature, I would recommend you to go watch the video included in our presentation. If we go look at an example, you can see here we have the blue line, which is the sales history. The orange line is what we all know. It's the normal statistical forecast. But now the new features are shown here in green and red. The green lines are the minimum and maximum forecast quantities based on a confidence level of 80%. And the red lines provide the prediction intervals based on a confidence level of 95%. So you can see this visualization clearly shows that it can help the demand planners in their decision making based on the prediction intervals.
Looks nice. I assume this is only available in the demand license.
Correct. This is only available in the demand license, as automated exponential smoothing is only available in demand licenses.
All right, thank you. I think it might definitely be useful at lots of customers.
I think so as well.
All right, then I suppose I move on to the next one, which is the cost and carbon roll-up information using a new operator, which will be able to support tactical decisions. So if you look at this very short but comprehensive infographic, you see that if you combine cost information with information regarding CO2 emissions, that you will be able to more in detail or make more accurate tactical decisions. So tactical decisions meaning not on the operational level, but on a slightly higher level, so in between the strategic and the operational level. So how is this done? Well, in IBP, we have a new operator called the network aggregation operator, which will basically calculate either cost information or information about the carbon emissions, depending on which profile you set up, for one specific unit of a product per location and per period. It does this by just looking at the supply chain network, going through your supply chain network, and basically rolling up all the costs, or again, carbon emissions, depending on which profile you want to use. This information including this information in your decision making, will allow it to estimate your profit margins more accurately. Also, you will be able to analyze your profitability. And if you take then the carbon emission information, on the other hand, you will be able to evaluate the sustainability of your supply chain network and of your tactical decisions, including your supply chain network. So these three benefits of this operator will then lead, of course, in the end to more accurate tactical decisions about either your sourcing. You can, for example, procure goods externally from supplier 1 to supplier 2, or also about the transit routes between different locations. So either your transit between an auxiliary plant and a main plant, or between a main plant and a DC, but also even your transit routes throughout your supply chain network, so from your plants or your DCs to your customers. Also, this operator might even include can even include information about macroeconomic factors, such as your inflation, for example, in its calculations, taking this all into account, providing you the end results. Again, also for this example, for this feature, SAP provides a very comprehensive video with some more in-depth information, some more in-depth explanation of the feature, but also a numerical example in which is showing, again, going through a network with specific data points, and then looking at the final result of what the operator will return. So we are just going to quickly look at an example network. So in this network, we have two kinds of suppliers. So either externally procuring from an offshore supplier or from a local supplier, we will incur costs, or it will bring us with some kind of carbon emissions of bringing the goods either first to an auxiliary plant, or we can also go directly to the main plant. If we do some production at an auxiliary plant or even at the main plant, again, we also incur costs for production, costs on the one hand, but also carbon emissions on the other hand. And also we might make a decision to send either straight away your products from our main plant to the customer, or again, first do a DC from which we will then supply our customer. So all these kind of tactical decisions, so where do I buy, how do I transport my goods, will be supported by cost and carbon informations calculated by this new operator or implemented by SAP.
That's a very impressive feature, in my opinion. It's a modern and holistic view on your supply chain. Impressive.
Indeed. I think indeed also IBP cannot lag behind with the whole sustainability analysis. Yeah. So that's why indeed also this carbon emission information is being included in this kind of feature. Nice. So then let's take it away with the final one.
Yes, so the final feature is what's called numerical outliers in master data. So if you can remember, in the previous release, SAP provided us with a functionality in which we can detect patterns in our master data. And we see that in this release, the 2308 release, SAP keeps focusing on good master data quality, which is essential taking into account we're working with large amounts of data. So we're using machine learning capabilities to find numerical outliers within the master data. And the results of this analysis are shown in the application numerical outliers in master data. And in this application, we can analyze our outliers. If we go to the next slide, we'll see an example. So here we ran the analysis on the production source header master data, but it can be run for every type of master data. And we try to find outliers for the attribute output coefficient, product coefficient. We can see here we have a mean. Based on the machine learning capabilities, we determine a lower bound and an upper bound. And of course, outliers are found. And it's up to the planners with their expertise, with their business knowledge to determine whether an outlier is justified or whether some action needs to be taken and master data should be cleaned.
All right, look, very interesting. And again, prove that as SAP IBP is also focusing on all these machine learning capabilities, more and more implementing into the IBP solution to come to general consensus on good data, on good results for planning purposes, of course.
And as well, I think this is interesting for every company that is using IBP. So it's not demand specific or supply specific. Everyone is using master data, so it's an improvement for everyone.
Okay, all good then. So then, for this purpose and for this video, these were the 4 features we were going to highlight. Same as always, if you want to know more, you can either head over to our IBP release page, and where we bundle all the previous releases as well in our videos, or where you can also come in contact with our SAP IBP experts. Or on the other hand, you can also follow us on LinkedIn, where we also regularly post updates on all kinds of supply chain solutions. So if you want to get in contact with us, don't hesitate to visit either of these sources, and just get in touch with us, ask us about any of these new features or other IBP possibilities. So then I think the only thing that is left for this video is to thank you, Sander, for the presentation. Also, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you again next time in 3 weeks with the 23.11 release. So thank you all, and bye-bye.
See you.